Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Shop at Barnwired on the south side of the square in Sigourney this Friday and Saturday for incredible deals. Black Friday deals on merchandise start when you spend $50 and get 5% off all the way up to when you spend $250 and get 25% off. On Small Business Saturday, get great deals on gift cards, Corkcicle, Hygro, and buy one get one 50% off on all ornaments, socks, and dish towels of equal or lesser value. Barnwired at 119 East Marion in Sigourney.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
Who has time to stop for a sit-down meal? You need something fast, fresh, and filling. Something that tastes homemade. That's where Casey's comes in. We're not just a convenience store. We're your go-to spot for food that actually satisfies. Stop by Casey's in Sigourney today. Make your day easier with great food from Casey's. Order ahead on the Casey's app for quick pickup. From a full tank of gas to a full meal, Casey's in Sigourney is your one-stop shop.
The 2025 Iowa Nouveau is the first wine of the season and is an excellent wine for Thanksgiving dinner. It's a fresh and fruity dry red wine that's big enough for the turkey, dressing, and cranberry salad while not overpowering the mashed potatoes. The grapes for this wine were all grown in our vineyards and were still hanging on the vines on Labor Day. It goes on sale at the winery and at your favorite retailer on Thursday, November 20th.
Hey, this is Fred Ottman, Tugboat Typhoon, the Shockmaster, the B-A-double-D, Big Steel Man. And the card is subject to change. Watch it.
Welcome back to the show!
Welcome back to the show!
And now, your hosts of the Card Subject to Change podcast, the For Frequency's Sake Tag Team Champions of the World, the Wizard CZ, and Never Wrong Nick Bull.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Card Subject to Change podcast, the podcast by the fan for the fan. Of course, we are powered by Lopez Pizza, built by Durham Remodeling, and colored by Ryan Allison Tattoo. Howdy, hello, good evening to all of you if you're tuning in live here. This is the Card Subject to Change podcast. I am your host, Never Wrong Nick Bull. So glad you've joined us. I'd be remiss if I did not introduce to you my tag team partner. He is one half of the For Frequency's Sake Tag Team Championship. We can be heard here on the For Frequency's Sake podcasting network. He is the one. He is the only. He is the Wizard CZ. Wiz, how you doing, bud?
Certified shoot wizard in the house. I'm doing great, Mr. Never Wrong. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Another week, more wrestling behind us, and a lot of stuff going on. We know that usually we review shows and stuff, but hey, some things happen, and we both were at separate places last night and unable to watch the show, but we still have a show for you here today. Of course, we did not watch Full Gear, but we both fully well know what happened there. We'll talk about that in a moment, but what's going on with you? What's new?
Man, not to distract from our show and talk about the fitness podcast, but feel like I'm getting back on track with things on that side of the wrestling ring, in that corner, that turnbuckle, however you want to put it. Had a really good weekend as far as keeping myself moving, I guess, is the best way.
Yeah,
So,
and I think that's what you got to do when you're in those situations, and I think you can use that advice anywhere in life or whatnot. You just got to keep going. You can't bore down. You got to keep going, even if there's so much wrestling to watch. You got to keep watching it. You got to keep going. There are days you don't want to, but no, you did a good job here. Keep going, keep it up, man. You can do it.
What about you? Anything new in your neck of the woods?
Not really. I'm really digging the stuff on YouTube that WWE puts out on their Vault channel, the WCW channel, NXT, AAA has one. In fact, there was a AAA show last night on YouTube for free. Unless you spoke Spanish, you probably had it on mute because all the commentaries were in Spanish, and I don't know much Spanish other than Toro and El Hijo del Toro. So I don't know. I didn't get a chance to watch it, read the results and stuff, but just a busy weekend. Took in some football. Been watching wrestling here at nights. I still have to go back and watch SmackDown. Heard it was a good episode, and that's good to hear from them. From them when I talk WWE, because I thought last week's Raw on Netflix may have been the best Raw in years, and maybe it's definitely the best Raw that's been on the Netflix in the Netflix era.
Let's start there.
They started streaming, but that whole show, I mean, I don't have the card in front of me, so to say. I guess I could try to pull up the card here. But yeah, that was one of the best Raws. Maybe the best Raw I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. A lot of fun. It was this had going through the tournament. This was Dolph Ziggler's return on Monday, correct? Or was that last week?
Ziggler came back. It was this week he came back.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure. Believe me, man, I am tired from all the from the last couple of days, but it's a good tired. So my brain may not fully work, but that's pretty normal for this show. Am I wrong?
No, not at all. Not at all. But we're aging. We're aging here. Dolph Ziggler's return was on there. You had the opening. I know some people kind of maybe poo-pooed on John Cena having a 6-man tag, but it seemed to work out. Cena, Mysterio, and Sheamus took on the Judgment Day. That was a really good opener, a really solid match. You had Nikki Bella attacking Stephanie Vaquer. Dolph Ziggler, Solo Sikoa. You had the Alexa Bliss promo of her and Charlotte with the Kabuki Warriors. We had the women's intercontinental match between Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch, where Maxine Dupree wins her first ever singles title. We also have Javon Evans and Gunther. And then we had that War Games face-off at the end with a couple surprise returns. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, of course, included in those. So Lesnar was teased earlier in the night by Heyman to Aldis and Pierce about the 5th member, and it had to be Lesnar there. There's nobody else it could have been.
No, I can't think of anybody else unless they were bringing someone who's been away for a while. But I can't even think of somebody in that category. And I know you speculated on who's going to be the 5th man on Punk's side. Well, of course, it was the original tribal chief. It was TC1, Mr. Roman Reigns himself. Because who else would you counter Brock Lesnar with?
Right. I mean, the foil to Lesnar is the tribal chief. Lesnar made sense because the whole Heyman involvement. It just kind of makes sense. And so we go from not having any idea what this what the War Games match was going to be at Survivor Series to now having it. And it's pretty star-studded, pretty packed. You've got the Usos, Punk, Cody, and Roman. arguably three of the biggest stars. And then on the other side with Philadelphia, or with the heel side, excuse me, it is Lesnar, it is Bronson, it is Braun, it is come on, help me out here. Don't let me drown.
Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre joined and
Logan Paul.
That's right. Logan Paul joined. So
yeah, I just want to pause for a second. Our good friend Zach Takis, look at these handsome young men. I don't know what show he's watching, but
handsome, gray, weathered, beat down. We're here. Thanks for the kind words, Zach. I much appreciate you and the work you do over on Shotgun Wrestling Radio when you're doing your thing, and then of course when you're tagging with my partner in the other territories on
which
Fitness. So
Zach and I will be doing a Facebook Live tomorrow at 7:30, talking about the upcoming War Games. So I'm excited to join him there on the Shotgun. I believe this is the last official Shotgun of the year. I think he's taking next month off, but more on that tomorrow on his show.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for Raw, I was excited for the Gunther Javon Evans match. I'm a big NXT guy. Javon Evans is going to be a star. This was Gunther's return. Gunther comes out to the old music that he had with Imperium, which is excellent. The less Def Rebel crap we have, the better.
Right.
And, I got in a discussion with a gentleman on Facebook going into this match about how Javon Evans was going to get buried. And I said, if you consider taking on a former two-time world champ in a tournament on the biggest show that the company has, then yeah, he's going to be – no, he didn't get buried. Javon Evans had his best main roster match. Gunther and him were amazing dance partners. And that really, to me, after that, I'm like, this Raw's amazing. Like, the Raw was good the whole time, but I know everybody's going to go back and circle back to the ending and how the War Games teams were announced and those surprises and those endings. But top to bottom, I really thought this Raw was stand out from anything else they've done in recent memory. Stand out